Good morning, everybody, or good afternoon, or good night, whenever you are watching this video. Thank you for coming back to my channel, Fran Plans. In this video, I'm just going to do a budget recap and show you guys my layout and what's going on this week in the budget planner. So let's dive right into it. As you guys know, I use my Happy Planner, which I've kind of Frankensteined to be my budget. I have budget planning in here, meal planning, and wellness in this planner, but this video is going to focus on the budget side of it. So let's jump right into it for the week. I added some things also. I had some tabs. I've been really shopping my stash, and these are from Avery. So I just pulled them out, and because I'm on a no spend. So, you know, just being creative, and I use them to kind of label where things are versus just the month. So that's what's new up top. Just a few more new things that I've added in here just so you guys can know what's going on. I just went ahead and wrote out the baby steps, Dave Ramsey baby steps, just for a reference so I'll know what's going on. We have our 100,000, not 100,000, I wish. We have our 1,000 in our emergency fund. We actually have a little bit more than that in there. So we are on step number 2. And so far so good. So let's see. I have listed here, I added this in. It is just a reference sheet for myself because I am a visual person, where I just have the months and a total of what we have saved, the sinking fund that we have going, and then how much we have put towards debt. So as of today, there's been 275 saved in the month, 102 for sinking fund, and we have thrown towards debt. It was $1,265, but as of last night, it's $1,365.40 for the month of January. So I really like this page because it gives me, you know, lets me know where the numbers stand. Another thing that's new, I mentioned on my Instagram stories that I was going to add in some ticket payoffs that I have for parking tickets and stuff. And so what I did was I went ahead and paid off these first two. One was for $100, one was for $200. So yes, and as you can tell, I use my stickers to be kind of funny. This one is the girl throwing up the fingers, and then this one's like throwing at cash. So I used those, which were in my stash already. These two are on a payment plan, and actually these two are canceled out because they are in a settlement lawsuit that's going on here in our city of Chicago. So these two are in a payment plan that is set up, so that should be taken care of really soon. And then I also just digging through old debt and finding out things that you really don't want to deal with. I paid off another old credit card, so that was paid off in a settlement amount. And then I have an old AT&T bill that I'm paying off for February. So this is just a new sheet that I've added just for reference. Like I said, I'm a visual person and I'm a pen and paper girl. So I have to have things written down, and I need to be able to see it go away. So that is what this page is for. And then you guys have seen my debt snowball sheet. We are currently working on the last credit card. So that will be no more credit card debt between myself and my husband at all. Paid off 3 credit cards this month. We're working on the last one. And then we have this big payment that's to a suburb of ours that we have to pay. But we're not really, we're worried about this, but it's kind of I don't want to say fluid, but it's not as I don't know the word I want to use. This is a huge priority. This is a priority, but getting rid of this credit card debt was like the main focus. And because this was bigger, of course, we're snowballing everything into this once we get this last card paid off. So that's that. Sinking fund, you guys have seen that before. Sinking fund, and then our savings, our emergency fund. Just things I'm doing, I need to keep track of. And then this is another sheet that I've added. I got this from Shay Budget. She had posted in one of the Facebook groups that she is using this for debt versus savings, and so I figured to do the same thing because that's a great visual. So as of right now, I have paid, we've did 1,000, so the bottom is shaded in, and then I just shaded in that little bit to mark the 365, and then I'll fill this in as we reach 2,000. So those are some of the new things I have added here, but let's jump right into this week. Of course, you guys know I write everything down in the expense tracker. I keep track of everything there. So we are currently, or we just finished the week of MLK's birthday, of Martin Luther King. So in this week, I put down, you know, I had planned to pay off the third credit card here, but I actually was able to pay it off last week. So that's that. My gym training came out of my account. Also an update with my gym, and you guys always, you know, try to stay up to date with your membership fees and so forth, because I found out that my gym, I was paying $35 a month, and that's separate from my training. I was paying $35 a month, but I only go to the same exact location all the time. So I had what was called like a super pass. And so because of that, I was paying $35 a month. And so I had talked with the manager there, and they actually have a membership that was only $10 if you just come to the same location. So I was able to change my gym membership. That's why I have gym change there. It was a $50, I guess, fee to change it, but in the long term, it works out better. So I went from paying $35 a month to now $10 a month. Yes, I had to pay $50 to change it, but in the long run, I am saving more money. So I went ahead and paid the $50 to change it, and then I'll just be charged $10 from here on out because I only go to the same location. So let me turn my phone down. Sorry, guys. So that is that. So definitely check out, you know, to make sure you're not missing any savings or discounts with different memberships. So then I have the little piggy bank there because my husband and I were doing this savings. I've shown it before. We're doing this savings challenge. So we're splitting the amounts per week. So that was $22.50 there. That's done. And then it was $47 for the last credit card. I've kept paying the minimum on that. So that's that. Our water delivery, I actually took care of that yesterday. I'll show you guys in the weekly. So and also just a recap also from Martin Luther King's week, and that's what I'm calling it. I continued with my no spend. I had this was just grocery, but I didn't count this as part of the no spend because it was grocery. It was just some extra stuff. I think I mentioned that in my last video, but I did I'm going to the Chicago Planner Conference, and I had told my husband about it for months, and I'm actually one of the volunteers, so I had to get my ticket for that. So I did count that as a spend. I did not, you know, call that a no spend because it's not something that I necessarily need as a want. So I counted it in there. So that's weekly expenses. This is my checkbox for my no spend. And this is just an overview. I got paid, so I refilled my cash envelopes, which I showed in the previous video. I budgeted out what I was going to put in my cash envelope, so I listed that there. This was the $50 gym fee that I switch over. Personal training came out, and that's pretty much it. And then I set up for the old AT&T bill that I'm settling in February, so I went ahead and put that in here because I did that on last Tuesday. So that was just that. And like I had said, it was an unexpected grocery, so that's why that's there. So, but I didn't count that as like spending money that I didn't need. So that's pretty much what that was. Last week was really wasn't as busy as the first part of our month. But you know, we had some bills to come out and some things to happen, and bills got paid off, which is great. So that was good, and I was able to downgrade the gym fee. So let's turn to this week. So here we are. If you guys don't know, I've mentioned it in a few videos. My husband's birthday is Monday coming up, and so I have a little weekend getaway planned for him. So that is what this box over here is for. I've just budgeted out things that, you know, necessities that we'll need, and I've actually budgeted that into all of this. So I've been planning this for months. So this is I'm so proud of myself for the way I did this, because it didn't interfere with any of our bills. I didn't have to take from Paul to pay Peter to do any of that. So this is like, I'm so proud of this, because it's costing money, of course, but because I budgeted and because I've been on this and disciplined myself to do it, and the no spend, I was able to set that aside, and it's gonna be great this weekend. But anyway, I had a fee reversed, so that was great. I actually called and just asked. Like I said, set up for the city ticket payoff, paid off that old Capital One card, paid our water delivery for our home because we get water delivered, and then this was also an old account. I had 3 old accounts that I saw on my credit, and I was like, you know what, let me just pay them off. And someone can let me know or not. I don't think they necessarily go away, but they do close and are in a paid status. So I just feel proud being able to do that. So that's what that is. Not a lot going on this week, just the trip, and then we have our cable bill that's gonna come out, or internet bill. So that's that. And we have high-speed internet. That's why it's so high, because I work from home. So if you guys are like, why is the cable bill 90 bucks? It's because I work from home and Xfinity charges a lot of money. So that's that. So that's pretty much all I have going on right now. Like I said, the end of the month is I feel like more, I don't want to say fluid. Fluid is the wrong word, because I'm trying to assign every dollar a place. But I try to front load more in the beginning, or the first paycheck, so that stuff is gone, and then we can save more or do more debt payoff with the last paycheck. So that's that, guys. You guys have questions, of course, don't hesitate. I love commenting and responding with you guys, so please don't hesitate, and I will talk with you guys in the next video. Bye.